Welcome back to See Ya.
See ya!
Anthony for three. Bang! That one goes down, and the game is tied.
I'm William Rosen.
I'm John Burke.
Deep to right field. There it goes! See ya!
Every New York sport, every minute. New episodes every Thursday.
A special treat for you, as the first clip only was on Benji and Harris at the time. The other camera was not working. You got a treat to see them for 20 minutes, and we'll be back after that clip is finished. Hope you enjoy. Welcome back to See Ya, a New York sports podcast. Taken from the legendary Michael K. phrase, there it goes, see ya. I'm William Rosen.
And I'm John Burke.
And there,
Benji Rush.
Harris Whitten.
our guests, we've talked about them previously, but it's our first time on the show. Friends, colleagues, and we've known them for years.
Yes.
We're glad to be here. We're excited to talk about the Knicks and New York sports today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've known JV and William for 12 years now. Benji, not as long,
I've known
but
them
that's
for
okay.
like 5 years, but still excited.
Yes, so we're not going to talk about New York sports because, quite frankly, Benji doesn't really dabble. But he's getting into it.
He dabbles.
He's
Rangers.
He
Jets.
dabbles,
He
but
watches.
he's really going full in with the Jets
I'm going
this year.
in this year.
But
I know my Knicks stuff. That's my biggest thing. I'm going in the Jets, going in the Rangers, and the baseball Yankees not my thing.
But Harris, he dabbles, and he actually watches every Yankee game. He's more of a fantasy football fan than he is a Giant fan.
True. That's true.
He doesn't really watch the Giants, but he says he's a Giants fan.
What do you know? I watch every Giants game.
I'd say there's a 50.
Every Sunday, I watch every Giants
say there's
game.
a 50-50
I
split
switch
between-
back and forth between Red Zone and
Yeah,
the
so
Giants. I still watch.
he's not a diehard
I'm not a psychopath
Giants
like
fan.
you.
He's not a diehard Giants fan.
I was trying to figure out where to put this mic. 'Cause maybe, we do this. I think that's going to be what we're going to do.
Okay.
So, today, we're going to talk all about the Knicks, Knicks and Friends. We have the draft coming up, draft lottery just happened. Knicks didn't move down, didn't move up, and it was
upsetting.
not upsetting in my part. He watched it with me, Benji, but I wasn't upset because I didn't want to move down. It was a higher chance of moving down than moving up completely. I wasn't mad. I knew it was going to happen, and what are your thoughts?
Like I said, I mean, I was a little upset. You know, me and John have been using Tankathon for a while, trying to predict.
We're big Tankathon guys.
Big Tankathon guys, along with some of the NBA guys. I see them doing it on Twitter too, tweeting about it. But you know, like William said, could have been worse. So you know, we take what we get and we try to plan from here on forward.
Yeah, it could have been worse. We could have moved down. We also could have moved up. That would have been nice. That would have been. I would have enjoyed that personally. I would have liked it, but you know, you don't get everything you like, and as a Knicks fan, you never get anything you like. But
Well, for you, you've only been, Knicks fan for like 4
well,
years.
I've been hardcore for 4 years, but I feel like we're gonna have some good options at 11. We can either take someone or we could trade back, or we could trade up, we could trade back, we could do a lot of things.
So do you want to start off with the draft? Do you want to start with free agency? You want to start off with what the season left us with, or what do you want to go with?
Let's start about. Let's start about the prospects.
Yeah, you guys run the show, so.
Yeah,
It's our show now.
Yeah, it's our show now.
Okay, so basically we have William's computer
that
airplaying.
showing?
Yeah, no. Maybe, I don't know. William will deal with that, but it's airplaying onto the
You
TV.
can put it on after. Yeah.
So I don't know what we're really looking for.
All right.
Oh
so
yeah. So what are we doing?
Do we want to talk about maybe each of our favorite prospects
For the Knicks or for just the draft?
in general, and then we can look at different websites.
Sure.
I've a few up.
Okay, yeah. This is
put them up.
Benji's got a lot. Let's start with Benji.
I think the best
I'm quite
route is
passionate
for
about
Benji
this.
to start. He's more of a passionate guy about this. So Benji, want to take it
he's
away?
been on top
So-
of this.
My favorite prospect in this draft, when I think about, I think there's a difference between realistic prospects and unrealistic prospects. Let's start with unrealistic. Jaden Ivey.
I am on Benji here. Best prospect.
Everyone
in the
can agree that Jaden Ivey is one of the best players in the.
I think he is the best player in the draft.
He,
in my opinion.
you look at Chet and you look at his potential to be, this next big guy, this next big center up there in the league. And then you look at Jabari and what he can do with the ball. He can do so many things with that ball. And then you look at Paolo, who is arguably the most NBA ready player in that draft.
Yes.
So, consensus, what everyone's been saying, those are the top 3 guys, but then you start right under. Jaden Ivey's the next big.
Well, he's
the
not
next big
even
guy,
he's
so-
not even mock draft to the 4. He's like 5'6".
Yeah, 5. I've been reading some things though that are contrary to why we would even want him. A lot of people think in the NBA
He's not a point
he's
guard.
more of a 2 guard.
Yeah.
Well, which he is in college, technically, right? Wasn't he a 2?
He played the 1, but
I thought he played.
I thought he played the two.
played the 2.
okay.
What is he
wrong.
labeled as? Let's see what he's
Well, I
labeled.
think they label him
He's
as just
labeled
guard.
as.
He's just labeled as-
He's labeled as a 2.
guard.
Okay.
No, he's
well,
labeled as a
I
2.
guess, but yeah, he let's say he handled the ball a lot in college.
He's really good with it, and I think, like John was saying, there's a few things that were a little concerning to some people were that
Evaluators.
he's not the best in terms of assists wise. He's not great with dealing the ball and
Well,
handing it out. To
I disagree.
others.
I think he needs to be paired with a big, strong big man. Like him in a pick and roll situation. I think.
Yeah, like him and
Like
Zach
Edey.
Edey.
Like
Edey.
Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, I mean, everyone,
we-
genius. How did he figure that out? Well, that'd be great. How do we do that?
If we even get Mitch back.
Yeah, that's a
That
topic
is
for in a
true.
little.
if we want.
Yeah, that's the
We'll
discussion.
discuss that later. Though.
Yeah.
Me and Harris had the same thinking.
So I think Jaden Ivey unrealistic, but something we could talk about later. Maybe trading up, but that's a different topic. So let's move on. I mean, I don't think there's much in terms of us as Knicks fans. Too much to talk about in terms of the top 3 guys because there's not really any chance, and I don't think any of those. I don't think the Magic, nor the what are the other 2 teams?
Kings.
No, Kings are 4.
Mm-hmm.
The other 2 teams that are up there, I don't think that they'll be willing to trade those picks. I think those are kind of permanent. So I don't know.
So you think Ivy is number 1 on the draft? Technically, not
On his board.
On
his
your board.
Ivy is. Are you saying if I had the number 1 pick, who would I take?
Well, no,
yes.
I take Jabari Smith Jr.
But that depends on what team you are. If you're not if
Yeah,
you're the
well,
Kings,
we're
and
asking
if
you
you're
what
not,
your
you're not
board
the,
is.
if
The
you're the
Magic-
Thunder, you're not taking you're not taking a guard.
I mean, with the Magic, they already have so
You're
many
taking
potential
Chet
guards. They
well, the Magic also people don't talk about it. Magic have all of the guards and they have big men.
Oh yeah, and
They have like
so
they need like a forward.
forwards. They need forwards realistically. Which
I'm
is
the
why-
Magic, I'm taking
Which
Jabari.
is why Jabari. That's exactly what I was going to say. But I also think that they could get rid of Mo Bamba this offseason. I think that would be a good investment for them. They could get something back. Mo Bamba's a great player.
I
He's
do a
not
sign
playing
and trade
great.
from Obama, Mitch from Obama.
Yeah, but then why would they take Chet?
No, not Mo Bamba.
Not a
but-
Obama fan.
No, if we're getting rid of Mitch, well, we'll get to it. But
So, if I have the first pick, I'm taking Jabari Smith Jr. But
I second
I think-
that.
I don't agree.
I
sure it
would.
is.
I'm a Paolo guy.
big
No.
Paolo.
I'm a Paolo guy.
This is because of me, and I used to watch them play in high school. I would pick Chet Holmgren. They have the chemistry. You saw it
Who's
in
they?
college.
Who's they?
Suggs
Jalen
and
Jalen
Suggs.
Suggs
Suggs,
and
okay.
Chet
They
Holmgren.
put it mini, haha. Yeah.
And let's bring that Minnehaha high school talent to the league.
So can we comment on who the hell named the high school mini, haha? Like
Isn't it a place?
in Minneapolis? It could be.
Alexa, where's Mini Haha?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Wikipedia.org, since 1913, Minnehaha has been located in Minneapolis.
Okay, it's a place. Alexa,
Okay,
stop.
I guess it's a
Alexa,
place.
stop.
I think mini is just a prefix, and haha is really just a city.
So I don't know how much.
I'm a Paolo guy, and I've always.
I
been
respect
pro
that. I
Paolo.
like him a lot.
Yeah,
I,
think
feel like he.
I said before, I think Paolo is the most NBA ready in that draft.
I agree.
Well, don't you want
Um,
NBA ready if you're a win now
You want
team?
NBA ready if you're,
If you're
a
the
win-out
Thunder,
team,
you
but
don't need him.
you
If
don't
you're
need
the,
it, exactly.
I think if
These teams are
Rockets,
now, though.
Are any of
are-
these teams win
only
now?
one team is win now out of all of them, top six.
the Kings. The Kings are a
I'd
win-out
call the
team.
Yeah.
Kings need to win now,
I
otherwise
guess,
their whole team
yeah.
is done.
That's true.
They need Fox to stay. If they don't have that, then they're
I
done.
don't think Fox wants to say it.
And,
Well-
I mean,
well, technically,
Well, the Pacers are win now.
well, I mean,
Pacers
they
are-
could win
Pacers
now,
are
but
They
they're
were win now.
They
They destroyed
Yeah.
themselves.
but they could
Shaden
win
Sh-
now.
but Shaden Sharp's
They
a
are
whole
winning.
They're
thing.
also win now.
They win now.
They're
But that's
Portland.
something we can get into about trades because Portland, I've seen it or looking into.
They are the
trades.
ultimate win now. As in they
No,
actually
they are. Pels are win now.
if they
Pelicans
want,
are win now.
if they
Pelicans
think,
are-
honestly, this is a take I have. If they think that one of the top 3 players or like Ivy can really take them over the top, why don't they just trade into top 4? They have the capital to do it.
It's true. He would play
Who are
very
they,
nice with Zion.
who are they trading into the top 4?
They could do that because they have all those picks from the AD deal. Oh wow!
They could do that.
We're going into the quick player.
I'm going to actually record this.
Oh, we're gonna record it. Okay. New screen recording.
I'm gonna record this.
I didn't even know you could do this.
You guys, you're free to talk.
I think we can
Okay,
minimize.
Yeah. All right. I say we just wait till this is.
All right. Click to record full
It's like-
screen.
It's okay.
There we go.
So I'll talk about my favorite prospect. Me and Harris will talk about this together. This is my personal favorite, my guy. If I had the guy to go into war with, this would be my guy. So, Jalen Duran is just a freak. I know.
At what
Is
position?
it Duran or
Jalen
Durant?
Duran.
It's Duran.
It's Duran,
Jalen Duran
right?
averaged
Not-
12 points this year, 8.1
Is it
rebounds,
Duran or Duran?
It's Duran.
1.3 assists,
Oh.
59.7 from field goal. That's
Sorry to your
percent.
mama, Jalen. But, Duran. So, his mama called him Duran, we're going to call him Duran.
I think that's the right move.
Yeah,
2.1
so,
blocks.
so I think he is probably the safest player in this draft. Just look at how he's built. I haven't seen a player
6'11",
like that.
250.
Yeah, I haven't seen a player like that. And it's not like he's fat. He's like
No,
huge.
he's muscular.
Muscular.
He's
I
built.
only. Well, who's the
Built.
last player to come out like that? I can't. But you can't say Aiden because he's tall and this guy's compact and.
Well, we'll, as we move down the line,
I can't even remember.
You have in the like middle to late lottery. You've Duran going to the Spurs according to CBS. Johnny Davis, who I think is a phenomenal player. I don't know if he would fit. I think this is basically the only team he'd fit with.
Don't scroll down until you get to my favorite player.
Okay, but don't you think this is the only team he could fit with?
Johnny Davis?
Yeah, I don't know. It can't fit with Portland.
Why could he not fit with Portland?
They have Anthony and Dame.
He's more of a.
They surely
small
can't
forward.
fit with the top guys. They can't fit with.
Well, he wouldn't even get picked there. But why would he not be able to fit with the Trailblazers? They could play him at the 3.
Johnny Davis.
Yeah.
He's what, 6'5", 6'4"?
I'm trying to.
Oh my lord! It went away.
It went away, but we have it on here still. We'll get it back onto the screen.
Okay. Well.
So, Jalen Duran's your top guy.
Yeah, I really like Jalen Duran. I just think he's safe, and he's a pretty similar player to Mitch, except for the fact that he's not 7 feet tall. And if Mitch leaves, which I hope doesn't happen, but could happen, I can see a sign and trade. I think that'd help us actually.
Probably would.
Yeah, but it's even arguable whether we do a sign and trade because he'd need to go to a team that needs to do a sign and trade.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, if we could do it, my ideal situation with the center position actually would be to get Duran and to move Mitch. But it's actually weird in the NBA. It's unlike any other sport. The draft is actually the same as every other sport except for football. But the draft is before free agency. So that sort of like messes up. So we can't really pick.
It's very weird.
We can't really.
Very weird.
It's weird, but
It's weird.
we think it's weird.
It
The
would be-
NFL
We're
is
put
the,
in a predicament
so
because of it.
that's true. The draft is the primary, and the free agency is secondary.
Secondary.
Is basically what they're saying here.
Well, I said I always like it like that.
Oh, I don't like you.
Oh.
But it's just like annoying, you know. I find it all. I don't think we're gonna pick Duran if we're in that situation. 'Cause why
Duran?
Duran. Sorry. I don't think we'd pick Duran because it's just. It seems rather inconvenient to take him while you have Jericho, you have Nerlens, and Nerlens is an X factor on this team.
Well, Nerlens, I would view Nerlens as a goner.
He could be a goner, but we gave him that huge
Goner.
contract.
I know, he has 2 years left with 11.5, I believe.
It's really 1 year left.
I think it.
Yeah, with the
I
player.
think it-
We
Uh,
need to
with the
get rid
team.
of one
I think
big, though.
if Sims proves himself this offseason to the coaching staff, then Nerlens could be a goner.
I think Nerlens is already either a goner or like the number 1 option. It's weird.
But he'd never
Yeah,
be gone in our hearts because
No, we love Nerlens.
because we saw him
At
at
the
Krispy
Krispy
Kreme.
Kreme donut.
Then she
And
has
then-
a picture
I
that
have a
he can
great-
show the camera.
An uncomfortable photo.
Or you
Yeah.
just, yeah.
Can show all of you guys.
That,
Actually,
Whoever
William
you
will
want.
pull up the picture
Yeah,
right now.
I'll
pull it
It'll
That's
be wherever it is on this screen, but It was a great time. All right, let's move on.
Sure.
To my favorite player
Another favorite player?
in this draft.
Another one.
My number one. You ready for it?
Did we not just go over this? Sorry.
No, we skipped the one player in my heart that I want to be.
So your number one.
Who the Knicks want
My
to draft,
number one.
who we
I
should
like
draft.
Oh, realistic.
Realistic.
Oh, okay.
I say
okay.
Jaden Ivey is our unrealistic
Okay, I got it,
favorite
I got
player.
it, I got it.
My realistic favorite player, Benedict Mothrin out of Arizona.
He'd be called the Moth.
The Moth.
It's unclear what
I
his name
that.
is, by the way.
6'6", 210,
Mothrin?
average
first
17.7
It's not Benedict.
points, 5.6
Ben.
rebounds, 2.5 assists, 45% from field goal range. I love Benedict. He's just amazing. You know, he has all the skills. He could shoot. He could shoot from three. He could shoot from mid range. You know,
He's
it's
explosive.
unfortunate right now. He's projected to go for the 10th pick, which is right out of our reach. But you never know what's gonna happen. I mean, I always when I try to defend this pick to others. You know, you look at last year's draft. No one expected Scotty Barnes to go in the top 5.
Same with if you look
did,
at 2 years
And he
ago.
won Rookie of the Year.
And he won Rookie of the Year.
And if you look at 2 years ago, no one expected Washington to pull the strings. Right?
Gia?
No.
Danny?
No, I'm sorry, not
That was 2
Washington.
years ago.
Oh boy, who we got?
Chicago.
Cleveland?
Patrick
Patrick.
Patrick Williams.
There's always one shocker in
really-
the top 10.
And
He
I-
hasn't
honestly, I don't think
done
we.
anything.
At least me, I didn't. He wasn't a big name though. He wasn't
Matherin?
like
Benedict?
Yeah, but
I-
that's because you guys
Yeah,
didn't watch college
he-
basketball.
he
He was
was
a very
pretty
big
good.
name.
he was their
He was the
best
best
guy,
player on the best
and
team.
he's on the best team. So that's why I think he's even getting.
They let me
underhyped.
down, man. They let me
If
down.
trust me, if he gets
They let me down
underhyped and
in
he's
4 out of my...
if he's at
20
11, I'd be
brackets.
so happy.
Oh,
But
go ahead.
before we move on, we talk about one more prospect that is a wild card in this draft.
Oh, we could do that right after we take our first break.
Take our first break.
And our sponsor.
Well, at the end of the next break.
Back from the break.
And we're back from the break, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't know what we're talking about right now.
But
so
what we are-
Well, we're back. We also were back. There was some technical.
We're back,
issues.
but we want to take some time to talk about
Oh.
our great friends.
Yes.
Harris can say it because he knows all about
Anchor.
them. Anchor, yes.
I don't know much about them. So
They
back
anchor
to
us.
you.
Our podcast is just going to be so stable over the summer with not bi-weekly,
Twice
but-
a week.
but twice weekly podcasts, and they're going to anchor us down to that commitment. Come on, Anchor, give me some of that. Yeah.
Well, now you get to see us. You get to see them. They were focused. They never got the focus, but now they got the focus for the first 18 minutes or so of the podcast.
Yes.
But now we're here. You get to see our beautiful
Back
faces.
and better than ever.
You heard us before, now you get to see us.
So, right, I was about to say before we had to take a little break. Last prospect before we move on subjects. Like I said, the wild card of the draft. No one knows what's going to happen with him. Shaden Sharp.
Yes, that's
Did not
true. Yep.
play
High
this
school
season.
phenom.
High school phenomenon.
Phenomenal.
There you go.
You know, people saw what he could do in high school. He was explosive, but did not play this year. So, you know, a lot of people are saying that if he did play this year, if he played like he did in high school, he would be an argument for top 1 pick.
I'm
for
not-
the
Yes,
first
I
pick.
think
I'm also not a fan of the don't play college risk it move. I mean, that kind of
Well,
worked
what-
out with.
John, maybe you could speak on this. I don't know exactly what happened. Did he? Go
I don't know what happened.
Did he go? I think he may have gone somewhere and they didn't play.
I
Well,
him,
know
or
you
they-
could say like the Wiseman issue.
Harris,
They made
didn't
a
you know? No, it's
consensus
not a
where-
Wiseman issue. Wiseman got suspended.
No,
he couldn't
he-
play.
He was at Kentucky, right?
He was there.
Something-
He was
Something
there.
happened.
He was
He
at
was
Kentucky.
practicing-
Wasn't it with other people?
I think
though?
they-
Like
I think-
Cantor?
Or was it just him?
Like
I know.
Cantor?
I think
I don't know
they
what the
said they
issue
decided
was.
as a coaching staff, as a team, and as him as a player, they
He
decided
wasn't
he
going to
wouldn't
play.
play.
Harris told me the other day it was his dad.
Like a Cantor situation.
So yeah,
That was a
wrong.
lie.
Do you remember Cantor with
That was a
Kentucky?
lie.
What happened?
I don't
with
remember.
Cantor?
Well, Cantor like signed on
Freedom.
with Kentucky.
Freedom.
Then Cantor signed on with
What, did
Kentucky.
Irrodon just like send someone at him?
No, this is years ago.
Oh, but still Irrodon could have hit him.
Okay, not 2012 when he played there. He never played, but he was on the roster, and they say from Kentucky, Cantor now.
Yeah.
Anyway, you say it's Sharp. I'm a big believer in the late guys for us.
Oh, wait, before you go on, I want to stay on the topic of that you don't like that he didn't play. I agree
I'm
with
trying
you.
to find out why.
But at 11, I feel like his talent's too much to pass
He's not
going
going to be there at 11.
That's
though.
the point. He's not going to be there.
But for me, you know,
for hearsay, let's just say that he was going to be there at 11.
I'm not taking him.
Okay, well,
if-
you don't want to give people a chance.
Well, you know who I love. You guys don't like him as much as I do. I'm a
I'm
big
Big
AJ
risk,
fan.
too. Oh,
AJ at 11 for
I like
me.
AJ. I
I'd
like
scoop
AJ.
him.
Let's go.
Imagine-
Let's go to the highlights. We're watching highlights. Okay, go on.
Final
Wait up.
trip to the Dean Dome players.
Oh.
Talking
Well, there are highlights, of course. You can get them.
Oh, okay. So I was premature for showing the highlights?
Yeah, clearly. AJ Griffin, I think they have him going at 12, to the Thunder. Imagine, you get these athletic guys, you have Griffin, you have Toppin, you have Quickly, you have McBride, you have these guys, these young studs who can, make the Mecca again.
I can knock on him that he's not athletic at all.
Griffin is not athletic?
What are you
He doesn't.
He's a big dude.
He
He's a
can't.
big
He
dude.
can't do anything for himself.
Okay,
And
not
He's
true.
built for New York. He's from New York.
He's
He
from
played in
Steppenwolf.
New York.
Look, Harris, you watched it. Could he do anything for himself when he on like the large amount of the time?
No, he just shoots.
Exactly.
He's a good
Or
shooter.
but he drives.
He's a great shooter. He's a awesome best shooter in the draft.
He drives.
If he
And he
wants,
does
I don't,
the dunks.
Look, I don't know.
He does the dunks.
Look, I don't know if it was because he was with Paolo and like Mark Williams.
But like, yeah, he
Like,
really didn't need to do.
Like
it.
I didn't know if
Dude,
it was because
that
of
team was
that,
stacked.
but I mean I clearly haven't looked into his repertoire and what he can fully do. But from what I watched, he just seemed like a really like.
But he's not a skinny guy either.
No,
No,
like
he's
a rel-
big.
No.
He just seems like a younger
Trenton Watford.
Bogdanovich. No,
Bogdanovich is a
no,
small,
no,
skinny
no,
guy.
no, like the.
Oh, the other one?
The one on the Jazz.
The Jazz. Yeah, but he drives.
He didn't do it in college.
Bogdanovich drives.
So if he can
you
do
want to pull
it,
up his
yeah.
highlights? We can pull up his highlights and
And see if he drives.
prove him wrong.
Speaking of the Duke team, thoughts on Mark Williams?
Mark Williams, they have going at what, 15?
Something like that. Like,
Oh, right after.
oh no,
13?
yeah, right, 13. I mean, Charlotte needs a center. If he's there, then take him.
Charlotte has these
Yeah.
big, lengthy guys, Washington
team.
and Bridges.
They're all
I think they
and-
get rid of Washington. I don't know.
They might get rid of Washington.
I don't know. I don't. To be honest with you, I don't know why they'd pick him. He's just like a. He's just.
They need a center.
He just seems like a non-factor to me. Like he doesn't.
Like a
I
waste?
don't think he'll be anything special.
Who else would they pick though? Who do they
I don't
need?
know. Someone else.
They
not
have
him.
LaMelo. They have Terry. They have Miles.
Look, if they think they need a
They have
center to
Gordon
win,
Hayward.
You got all
who
these
they need to
sophomores. Again, a sophomore. If you scroll through this list, it's the year of the sophomores. I'm quoting that from somewhere. I don't know where I quote that from, but someone said that. And
I was not even aware of this.
Something. What's happening here, John?
What?
You're very leaning today.
Oh.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, I guess it's different because they're in a win now position. So I guess it wouldn't be wrong if they took him. But let's just say a team that was not winning now would not take Mark Williams. The guy can. Look, this could be really bad. What I'm about to say, and this could be played right back. I don't think he'll be anything special. He'll just be like a very nice guy in the paint.
Add a reminder for January 15th, 2029. John Burke from school and the podcast says Mark Williams, parentheses Duke, parentheses end, will be nothing special, period.
We'll see that in a couple years.
It just seems like a watered down Hassan Whiteside.
This is what will keep our friendship together.
All right.
He seems like a watered down Hassan Whiteside who knows that Hawaii is in America. Because
there's a-
Hassan Whiteside didn't know that.
There's some other big names that we could talk about that we have, and there's Ty.
Sohan.
Okay, yeah.
And there's
Uh,
Jovic that William likes.
yeah.
William likes Jovic.
So-
I don't like Jovic. I like Jovic for the
Personally,
Spurs.
in the scenario that we keep Mitch, I know this is unpopular. I really like Ty, and I really like Dyson Daniels. I feel
Dyson
like
Daniels is
we
another
need a
one.
playmaker, man.
I feel like our team's just going to turn into, like, athletic and then Julius.
Can you scroll down? What about this guy?
Malachi Branham?
Maybe he's up earlier. Maybe he's up. I don't know. I
Who?
don't want to pronounce his name wrong.
Obachi, yeah.
Obachi.
He's
yeah.
going to the
Oh,
Cavs here.
I love him.
Obachi.
Yeah,
love
not
Wow.
not for us.
Obachi.
Ochai
It's
Abaji.
Ochai Abaji.
Ochai.
Apologies, but
Apologies.
Where's Malachi?
7. That's pretty high.
Malachi Branham. who's also actually a really talented and gifted scorer. We could use I'd like Malachi Branham off the bench. That would be.
Well, it's three. He shoots great from three.
That'd be interesting, Malachi Branham.
And I also
that
think
guy's
that
just a walking bucket.
There's two scenarios here. There's the win now picks, I guess, with pick for playoffs. Then there's pick for store and build. Like if we have these guys Fournier and we have Burks, they're gonna play. These guys are not gonna play.
That's the point.
No,
Our roster is
or
stacked with mediocre.
there's two scenarios. We do that, or we get rid of the older,
Which is hard.
Look, you do not develop lottery players. You play them. If we pick someone in the lottery and they don't play,
this year most of the players.
This year was weird. With lottery players?
Besides the top four.
Look, I'm just saying, I just think that's a horrible idea to put so much draft capital in someone and basically not play them for half the year.
I agree.
Time.
I also agree.
But if we make a big trade to move up, I think
the whole point
they're
of,
getting minutes.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point.
Also, serious question. Besides, I'd say, Banchero, I guess you could say, not Suggs, Ivy. Who at that at the 1 to 3 is better than Grimes at this point
in this draft?
Yeah.
No, they don't play the same.
I know because Grimes really
they don't play
phenomenal.
The same
I think Grimes is better.
I don't know.
You can argue Shaden Sharp,
all
but no one
different
knows.
players.
You can argue Shaden Sharp.
I'll tell you right now who's better.
He's not.
Another one. I don't think that we should.
This guy
is
him. Ochai is just Grimes, but better.
You don't know that. Grimes
is
really good.
They're very similar players. He's just a better scorer overall. Quentin Grimes can shoot the ball and play great defense. Ochai shoots the ball.
Grimes is a 3-and-D guy.
Yeah, Ochai's 3-and-D, but he can also score though. Yeah. He can score a little off the bounce. Grimes, he can too, but Ochai can really do it better.
And are we sticking with quickly with the 2, with the 1, or off the bench?
I don't know.
I don't care.
That's dependent on Rose.
We just keep quickly.
I don't know.
That's dependent on Rose.
I was
talking
about this last night. I saw somewhere on Twitter. It could have been a fake thing, but I have pretty confidence in it.
Ball sack sports.
Maybe it was ball sack sports. That quickly is now going to go under that R.J. Barrett untouchable column.
Oh, that ain't real. I'll tell you, that's not real.
What are your sources?
Just no one's, even RJ's not untouchable.
That's not true.
That is true.
He's untouchable in my opinion.
He's untouchable in my
What if the Bucks call and they're like, yo,
trade for Giannis? Sure.
I want RJ. I want the Maple Mamba. And then we want the guy who wants diapers. We want
I got it.
Giannis?
Yeah, Giannis.
Well, yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm not trading RJ for Donovan Mitchell. That's the only guy we're trading
absolutely.
for. Yeah, I agree.
You're not?
No. I mean, I don't know who else we're trading for, but in that scenario, I wouldn't trade him.
I hate to be on this.
No one's untouchable.
I hate to be on this topic for so long, but do you want to talk? Let's talk about one more player.
Sure, we have all day.
One of the I was saying this to William before. One of the biggest upsets coming into this year, expecting a lot, not getting a lot in the end. Jaden Hardy. He was at the top of the list. Everyone, if
he might not even be in the lottery anymore.
No.
If you were to ask half of the people, from there's Ty
dropped a lot.
Oh,
this is a weird one. This is a weird one.
If you were to ask most of the people at the beginning of this year, their top picks, they would have taken Jaden Hardy at 1 through 5.
Who's that other guy from the Ignite who played in the
Dyson Daniels?
Marjon.
It's Daniels, yeah.
I'll tell you right now, Walker Kessler is just going to be a
stud. Bust.
He's just Mitchell Robinson 2.0. He can shoot.
He actually can shoot.
He actually can shoot.
He's
20 from 3.
Yeah.
But he's 20 from 3.
It's weird. He can shoot, actually. If he develops a shot, he could be sick.
How many blocks did he average this year?
He may be
4.6.
4.6 right there. He's sick.
Was he their second best guy on Auburn?
Yeah. Well, actually, I mean, I don't really know.
The point guard?
Well, I mean, they had a bunch of good college players.
Who was their point guard?
KD Davidson. They had some really Wendell Green or something.
Not Moore.
No. I think it was no. I think it was
same name.
They had very similar names. It's either Green or Moore, but it might have been.
Well,
I know Moore is the Duke guy.
Do you know where? What's his name from? He's not a first. He might be early second round. What was it? Baylor. What was I talked to you about him a little while ago.
Oh, no.
You know who I'm talking
I
about?
know who it is. Flagler.
Flagler. Where is he?
Oh.
Is he?
Didn't he get
Where did
hurt?
Tari
Did he get
Eason go?
hurt?
Where did Tari Eason go?
15.
Where did Tari Eason go? It's
15.
Kendall Brown also.
Dell?
This guy.
Kennedy
Chandler.
Now-
He's gonna be phenomenal.
I
If
keep
we
forgetting.
trade back, I would not be upset with stashing him.
I wouldn't be.
He is a very, very...
But he'd be a G Leaguer, right?
He is such a good college player. I'd actually really like him.
On the Nets?
Yeah, 'cause I want to watch him. He's
He-
really interesting. player.
He'd have to compete with Kessler, though.
Flagler. This guy's really good. Who the hell is this guy?
Overtime elite.
Overtime. Wow.
Wow.
Good for overtime.
Wow.
Really?
You know who he looks like
Making
exactly?
prospects.
He looks like Josh Richardson.
I was gonna say he looks like Ronnie Rich. Flagler. Christian Coloco. Flagler.
Baldwin.
Patrick Baldwin.
Wow,
He-
they have Jovic going 30.
He's
Wow.
Patrick Baldwin was
Pheno-
supposed to be really good. He screwed himself over
I
by
could see
going to
the-
Milwaukee.
I
He's
could
only
see.
first
I
round.
could see. Okay,
I still think he's going to be good though, because he's just that type of talent.
Is Adam Flagler even in this draft? Who was in this draft? Marcus Sasser. Come on. Oh, I think. Do you know who also might be in this draft? Mayer.
John Mayer?
Marcus.
Max.
Matthew.
Matthew. Oh my God, Kinjo. Okay, is a Kinjo in this draft?
Press it.
Let's see something.
Dude. How does the break work?
How does the break work?
No, we're not
We're
breaking.
not there yet.
Stories. We're going really deep to see where he is.
I swear, didn't he get hurt during the tournament?
Yeah, he did. Okay, and this guy, James Akinjo and Kendall Brown. These two guys are supposed to be... They were top recruits, so I can't even move it. This thing's like frozen. But, what are we talking about? Oh, yeah. Do you know who I'd really like?
Who, John?
I was watching his TikToks this morning. Brady Manick. Bring him in.
Is he declaring?
He has
He
to.
declared. Yeah, he's just.
He's
Yeah.
the super senior.
Yeah.
I would love.
He's a Luka.
He's gonna go to like. I really hope he makes it in the league, but I could definitely see him going in Turkey. Or
Why Turkey?
some rant. I mean,
Some EuroLeague.
Some EuroLeague.
seems like a Middle East type of guy.
All right.
Okay, this is just broken. Can we like close this? I think your thing's gonna overheat.
Sure.
The ads are working.
We're in a little lull here.
Wow, steaming. After that, that was hot.
Let's move on to the free agency section, I assume.
Sure. I don't even know who's a free agent except for Brunson.
Do you want to wait while we're on
Zach
draft? When we're on
Levine.
draft, could we just do draft trades first?
Sure.
Do you have them pulled up?
No, but I can.
We can
get
think
them
of them.
pulled up.
Oh, you're thinking about the Julius one, right?
There's a lot of Julius trades I'd be willing to do that I know you guys.
I think there's a lot of Julius trades I'd be willing to do.
You know, there's.
I'm a big trader.
Big
Benedict,
player.
I
wish the
They
Knicks
call
were
me
big
Joe.
traders.
Give
I
Obi
wish
his
the
time.
I'm gonna say it again. They call me Joe because I'm Trader Joe.
Oh. Didn't catch it the first
Ja,
time. I was
ja,
like,
ja.
what is he saying? So let's talk about trading up first. Let me pull up.
I think the only way we could trade up is if we give up, like... I don't even want to trade up at this point. I feel like we're better trading down or trading out.
Well, I mean, if we trade up for
Jaden.
Bankero.
Oh.
Yeah, but that's like borderline impossible.
Well, let me just say this: if we could add Bankero to our team, where would he even play?
Okay.
Nowhere.
For a Julius
Jaden
replacement.
Ivy. It's the only person
And then
that
we
I
have
trade
Obi
up
coming
for.
off the bench. Saw what Obi could put up 40-point games.
Move back.
Okay, that
Yeah.
Obi thing, I wouldn't expect that on like an everyday.
Yeah, I know.
Bankero, it's sort of weird. He's a weird.
Move over.
He is a weird body frame because he has a power forward body frame.
In a center build.
But no power forward plays like him. I mean, I guess maybe
Gibson?
KD, but like
No.
KD's is just such a different stature.
Katie's.
They play a similar game though, scoring,
About
slashing.
Pangero's a
Same
strong guy.
I know that's the difference.
Jabari's pretty similar too.
Jabari, no, but Jabari to KD, yeah.
Yeah,
they
Jabari
already
is
exist.
very
They
yes,
build,
you're
yeah.
right, you're right.
But I meant play style. I mean,
Jabari's
But-
a little more like.
Outside, you can't go
We'll
inside.
collect some trades when we get back.
Yep.
And we're back, Johnny. John just mentioned to me I was looking broad, so I take that as a compliment.
Yeah, you must be on those roids, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anyone on steroids. So we'll go back and go over some NBA Knicks draft trade potentials, or just general trades. We could do both. I know Benj wanted to start.
Yeah, I think the number one priority in terms of my eyes is moving Julius. You
They're
okay?
in Italy right now. He's gonna be upset because their family is just so beautiful.
I think, yeah, like I said, number one is moving Julius. What do we move him for? That's the question. You know, do we move him for another player? Do we move him for draft capital? Do we move him for young guys?
Money.
Money.
Did you guys see that trade with the Wizards? The Kuzma one.
Oh yeah,
I saw
you
something
showed-
roughly, but
you showed
doesn't that give us like
Kuzma,
Pope
Kuzma
for like
Pope?
Randall in the second.
People are also under
I
exaggerating.
don't like
Randall's
that.
like a
I
star.
don't like it either.
Randall's just like a borderline star.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
we
it's
agree
just
something
that-
wrong.
But there's secondary things that
Just that
happen with
we
him that you have to
wanna
take
win.
into account, like
it's because
the
we're-
anger issues.
Yeah,
you
No
know?
one cares
No.
about that except
He's,
it's the
well,
Knicks.
he's not good enough
We,
to have
ca-
anger
we
issues.
care. We need to get rid
He's
of
not
him.
good
Yeah.
enough to have
Win.
anger issues.
Yeah.
But if he
He's
goes
not-
to like a
he's not good enough-
non-big
he's not
market
good enough-
team, he's phenomenal.
He's not good
Yeah,
enough to
like the
William. He's not good enough to win a
Just
game.
like Joey Gallo. Sorry.
Listen to this. He's not good enough to win a game at MSG, throw a ball across the stands, and throw it
If he
into
goes
the
to a
audience.
small market
No,
team,
that's
that's
fine.
no one cares about that though.
That's what I'm saying.
If he goes to like the Kings for Harrison Barnes,
Not trading for Harrison Barnes.
You
Plus
have
other
to.
people.
You have to do that.
you got to get a big contract on these guys,
I know, but like
It's
he's
just
old.
about getting him out of town.
and then
yeah,
getting
he's
at
old.
least like
no,
one.
but he's gonna be off the team next year.
What about like
Harrison
a?
Barnes.
I think I sent this to you guys the other day. What about like? Not that they would do this, but like for Harrison Barnes, and for like Julius 11, and like maybe a first.
No chance they're doing that.
How about 4 and De'Aaron Fox for
Jericho Sims.
for John Starks and like
his entire
Allen
career.
Houston. I mean, and we can even
Their legacy is.
we can even give them some like
We'll send
like
them patch.
Rokas
we
Hokabitis.
could give them some ashes from Walt's Klein and Dine.
Oh.
Oh,
It's a good restaurant.
By the way, Rokas is like the
Do we-
best player on Real Madrid,
Yeah.
like Barcelona.
And it's
whatever
completely
he's
different. You
on.
can't look at stats when you're over there. It's a completely different
No,
game.
yeah, he's like best friends with
We
Nikola.
take him out in
Mirotic.
what, a year?
I don't know, but we remember when we thought Luca Vildoza was gonna play.
But when do we take him out? If we take him out,
I don't know. But that's why you never.
Same
pick
thing
those
with this guy
guys.
that
That's never
that
come up.
what's his name? You just sent me the other day.
me,
No, in the group chat, the guy that we Lucas Malnich.
Lucas, he's gone. He's not on our
Do you
team.
know,
Oh,
like,
really?
He's not
We
on the
waived
team?
him. Yeah,
Really?
we waived him.
I
But he's
feel-
still balling out in the.
yeah, I was
what's
about
it
to say,
called?
was he not
he was. He
He was
played like
balling
the
out
10
best
in
games.
player
Euroleague.
in the G League?
He played 10 games, and then we
But-
got
Oh, it was
rid
the
of him.
G League? I thought it was in Euroleague.
No,
He was on our team.
COVID.
Then he just broke his ankle.
But the thing is, I don't really get
Vildoza did that
the
too.
people you pick from Europe in the second round.
Never.
I don't think I've ever seen one of them come, ever.
Come.
Prigioni. Prigioni, technically.
Good. I was like Nikola Jokic.
Prigioni,
He
technically.
came, though.
I love Pablo Prigioni.
Even though, Prigioni
Best
was
pick
a
ever.
30-year-old rookie.
Yeah, those people never come.
Good for him. Pause.
Pause.
I
So
was waiting for that.
I said that under my breath when you first said it.
who's another player like not of star caliber that you just take on?
Alex Bledsoe.
Who?
Bledsoe.
Bledsoe for Randall. That's what I said. This is
That's
the
in
one
that
trade.
trade.
Unneeded.
This is the one trade.
Unneeded. You're just
No,
gonna. He's
we
gonna.
need
do-
the
have,
contract.
he's gonna have a Kemba. Wait, what are you with Kemba?
He's gone.
Cam's
He's
gone on a
that's
wave?
not- that's not- He's
I-
not making any money.
Yeah, and
I buy him out. He's not even making it. I mean, I trade him, but like even the buyout wouldn't be that bad.
I'd probably trade him for like a second or even something.
So I think we'd have to give a second for like Ed Davis.
Knicks legend.
I think.
So, like I said, this trade I know William you wouldn't like it, but like something along the lines of Eric Bledsoe, Keon Johnson, and their 7 for Julius
I like
and
John
11.
I would take John Wall.
I'll take
Who would
John
you
Wall's
pick at-
contract.
Who would you pick at 7?
7? Who
Whoever-
7's a horrible number because you're not good and you're not bad.
Well, you have to take in consideration the what's it called? The all these guys know like 10,000. All these scouts for these teams know 10,000 times more than us. Like I said, I know I mentioned this.
I hope so.
I mentioned it. I mentioned it
That's the
before, and I'll probably mention it again about the Scotty Barnes situation. No one thought he was going to go top 5. He did, Rookie of the Year. So there could be another guy like that. That's even top 15 projected and goes top 5. So
You know what's different about this year? There's no top European pick.
was there?
Jovic is
There
the
is
closest
next-
thing.
That's
There is
30.
next year, right?
Yeah, Victor
What?
Watanabe.
But 30,
But
it's not top.
next
Well, that's this draft. I've seen like a lot more where
I've seen
sorry,
top
John,
10.
where Nick Jovic is top 10 too. Yeah.
Giovanni has him
Bernard?
going to the Spurs. I don't know what you're referring to, but
I made a joke.
what was I gonna say? The thing about Scotty Barnes though is like, it's all a lot of it. The thing about rookies too. It's the same thing in the NFL.
Situation.
It's all about situations. Scotty Barnes.
It was on a
was
horrible team.
It's on a horrible team.
The Raptors aren't a horrible team, dude.
There's no like other player though.
Siakam, Van Vliet, Anunoby,
Gary
Boucher,
Trent.
Gary Trent.
Thank you, Scotty.
That's five. That's
You-
five
you
people right
Scotty,
there. That's
bro.
5 people.
You Scotty people. That's a cue to get the hell out of here.
Slow clap.
Yeah, but that was just a very dumbfounded comment.
I know. William. They're
He
not a
fit
bad
in
team.
perfectly, though.
They're a mediocre
That's the
team.
point.
He
They're
fit
a
in
medi-
perfectly.
They were
They're a
average
mediocre
team.
team. They're an average team. They're not a bad.
They're an average,
They're an average
team that
team.
won 12 games over 500.
Which is
Above
an average
average
team.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't be
Yeah.
the Rookie of the Year if he was
I
on the
heard
Warriors.
average, sorry.
He wouldn't be.
No, William, I'm just saying, like, that's just the situation he went into. He went into a great situation with a great coach, and there were good players around him, and he didn't have to do that much.
I mean, no one's gonna throw.
Also,
Like you saw
Cade-
Kuminga.
Cade was hurt for.
Also, Mobley was in a good stitch.
Mobley was in a good situation. Also, Mobley was really good.
And he will be in a good situation for the rest of his career.
Also, point unrelated to anything we're talking about. The Nets. Wow, they're back to where they
Disappointed.
started.
Would have rather
Holy
been. Would have rather
moly.
been a Knicks
The
fan.
Nets.
What about them?
They got
Disappointment.
first of all disappointing. Second of all, unnecessary trade. They lost.
First of all, the trade
5
worked out
picks.
in neither of them.
They
Neither
lost.
Sixers or 70 or.
But
Sixers
no.
or
The
Nets
Sixers
favor.
could have better. But listen,
Oh,
5. They got rid of 5 picks for Jarrett Allen and James Harden, who are
knew
both
that.
not even in an
We
equation.
knew that.
But if they kept JA in those picks, they'd be beautiful.
They still have a top 10 roster, top 5 roster.
And I don't think it's going to get them anywhere.
Okay, that's fine. That's just the players, but they
have no
each
picks.
other-
They have no
Okay,
picks.
that's
0
just
picks.
don't mean anything, unless you're like the Sixers and get Tyrese Maxey.
Well, then
back
maybe
away.
do you think? Where do you go from here? Even then, do you think about
You
trading
can't-
Simmons away? Even
No. They have a good team.
Oh, I forgot
I
that
just
they
want to
had-
say
But giving
get Harris
giving
started.
Kyrie the
I
max,
totally
giving
forgot
Kyrie the
that.
max.
us here said after trade, wow, the Nets are so good. We
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
said that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
they're running the same
If they
roster
play.
back with Joe Harris. I don't
Yeah.
get the negativity.
If they play.
if they
If
play.
they, if they play.
Look,
but,
that's fine.
you know,
that's
slim
fine.
chance.
That's something they cannot
Harris
control.
also might not be ready.
Okay, that's fine. And they can't control that, whatever.
Harris is a big part of
They
their team.
can't control
Sorry, Dave.
availability. I mean, I don't. Kyrie will be available. I mean, I don't even know.
Well, that's what I just said.
Actually, I don't even know.
Do you
Yeah,
send him
we-
to the max?
Who's their backup big?
He's not getting a max.
Classic.
Drummond.
Drummond.
But they have to re-sign him.
Robinson.
Been starting.
No one's giving Kyrie the max for the same reason. Well, not the same reason. But
He's
you can't rely on him.
unreliable.
You can't
Yeah,
rely-
he's
you-
unreliable.
Give him a 1-year deal for $40 million. Like, that's what he's worth. He's worth probably $50 million. Like,
He's the best.
he is the
People
best.
were saying that he was
is the most-
horrible
he
after
is
they
the
lost
most
that series.
entertaining player
He's
in
the best
NBA.
player.
Kyrie
They went up and then down.
played so well in his return.
He might
dropped,
be his
well,
second
he
best.
dropped a 60-point game this season.
Yeah.
I think he might.
2.
He might be the second most
Barely
entertaining player in the NBA.
Maybe one.
after Steph Curry.
He might be number 1 even.
Maybe.
KD is also very
Yeah, I
entertaining.
mean,
Entertaining.
yeah.
I'd say I'm excited when I see Kyrie play.
Like, I'm not gonna make
Probably more than Steph.
Like, I'm not gonna make a Heat's Warriors take here, but the Nets have a amazing roster, and if
No one-
everyone stays healthy, they're gonna be really good.
Yes, but
That's
They
what
have no
said
bench
last year.
though,
that's
basically.
such,
not-
that's
Actually,
such a
yeah,
small
you're right.
chance of that
Brown
happening.
will start. right?
Brown?
They can only win if Brown starts.
3. No, what do you
They
think?
can add people. They have cap space.
They have cap space.
Also,
Yeah.
Cam Thomas played really. Cam Thomas
The
played
cap
really
is
well.
not
Yeah,
real in the
Cam
NBA,
Thomas.
by the way.
Cam
Can we
Thomas
not-
played
Yeah,
really
but
well.
Cam Thomas got in.
They
If Cam
have
Thomas played in the playoffs, not saying that maybe they wouldn't have won a game.
I don't think they
Maybe they would. Okay, but people also think they got trashed. They didn't get trashed. They lost every game by like 5. They got swept, but they didn't
They
get
got
killed.
swept.
Like it's an important.
Udoka
distinction.
revenge tour.
It's an important distinction. But
You think they'll fire Nash?
I
No.
I think they should have a real coach. I think they should do that.
Or just
I think
move
that
what's
helps.
his name up. You don't know. You,
Stallmeyer.
no, he's gone
I
too.
know.
You don't know Corver?
Tony?
No.
Corver?
You know Corver's their coach, assistant.
Kyle Korver.
Yeah, Kyle Korver.
Really?
Shooting coach. Yep.
What?
Yep.
They had Amari gone. They had Corver, who's still there.
Amari
D'Antoni,
Stallmeyer.
assistant left.
Wow.
Who
I didn't
else?
know that.
They also had
D'Antoni.
So their
Prigioni
entire,
gone.
So their entire coaching staff's just built off of
Ex-players, what?
ex-players.
You see
Yeah.
D'Antoni.
I said D'Antoni.
And Prigioni.
Look,
Wow.
Prigioni's in
D'Antoni
Timberwolves
does
now.
well
Yeah.
with star players. I just
Oh, Prigioni was
Yeah.
interesting.
Look, I just I think they gotta just get a real.
The whole
coach
Atlantic
there.
Division is
Do you
kind
think
of in
Prigioni
a.
They should bring back. Who's in a finalist for the Lakers job?
Atkinson.
Yeah.
Oh, I think that was the stupidest
Oh,
fire.
yeah,
I talked
you're
about
right.
this.
No, it wasn't.
Well, yes, it was.
The guy can't coach star players.
Has he ever?
That's the point. He's too much of a coach.
He's in Golden State, right?
Yeah, but he might get this job now in Charlotte. I mean, Los Angeles. Los Angeles or Charlotte?
He's in
Raptors?
He's both, right?
No, LA.
Oh, I don't
think
remember.
it's LA.
Oh, I think it's
I saw
it's
a
the
TikTok.
Lakers and
Yeah,
Charlotte.
I saw a
I think he'd be
TikTok
beautiful
with
for
him and,
Charlotte.
Jordan
Yeah,
Poole.
I love him. He's a beautiful coach.
He'd be good for Charlotte.
beautiful-
Not the Lakers though.
I also think that was a stupid fire. He was doing perfectly
Vogel?
fine. No,
Borrego?
James Borrego. Why did he get fired?
Because they like have a great roster and
Did they do bad this year?
they did horrible.
They did.
They didn't live up to expectations.
Their expectations were
And then
young
what do you do
team.
with Miles Bridges and another I know we were
I'd rather be us. I'd rather not make the play-in at all.
Yeah.
We have this debate every day.
This kid wants to win. Imagine wanting to be good. How fun was the lottery? So fun.
No.
I mean, this year
This
was boring.
this actually may have been
But
top 5
it was
worst
a boring lottery,
I've
but
ever watched.
Look, it's like the Kentucky
There was no
Derby.
emotion. We got exactly what we wanted.
And Malika was like, "Wow, that means the Kings have gone to top 4." And that's what she was saying. But I wish they would. I wish
Did you see what's his name's face? It's a
Dame-
bonus.
Dame, or he was like,
Oh, Dame was pissed.
Dame was like,
Dame was really
Wesley?
pissed.
Wesley.
Wes.
It's so funny. The Knicks have such a weird front office because they have no basketball personnel of any.
Yeah.
like,
Well, Leon's contract or agent. Wesley's
Yeah.
Wesley.
Wesley's
And
marketer.
who else?
Rosas.
No. Scott Perry's basketball. What are you
Oh,
talking
that
about?
is true.
Scott Perry's
What,
all
Rosas?
basketball.
Rosas?
Rosas is
I don't
just
even know.
there.
I don't even know who he is.
What else do we have to do?
you ever see Tim Hardaway as a scout for the Knicks?
Yes, he showed
Big
me that
guy.
yesterday.
is?
Yeah.
Yes, Tim Hardaway. Not Junior, because he's playing. Actually, where is he?
Mavericks.
No, I know that, but is he playing?
Yes.
He's hurt.
He's hurt. Yeah.
No, he's hurt. He's been hurt like for a decent amount.
Yeah, that's what I
He
thought.
should come back to us. He always plays well.
Well, the Maverick Knicks are no longer the Maverick Knicks anymore, basically.
Yeah.
After this season, no more. Bullock will leave.
No, Bullock's on a big contract. Unless they're going to cut him. It's not
They're
like,
not
he's not like
cutting
a
him.
4-year contract.
Oh, really? Burks
Yeah,
is gone.
he signed a Burks contract too. Like they're like
A
very
Burks?
similar.
Oh, Burks.
and
Yeah,
Alec
you're
Burks.
right. They were the same.
They were like,
That's why we. Yeah,
that's
you're
why
right.
we were
Yes,
choosing
yes,
between
yes,
the
yes.
two.
I think we made the right choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Burks is a
Burks, but
superior.
I don't think he can be the number one starting point guard.
He's not. He's
Because he's not a
point guard.
He's not. He's a 3. He's a 3. Or
If he's a 3, he's a sensational player.
all right. Do you want to talk about what's called off season?
Yeah.
Signing?
Yeah.
Sure, I
Yeah.
thought we were-
Brunson.
Let's talk about the big names. Let's start off with
Brunson,
Zach
Levine.
Levine.
I
Levine's
pers-
unreal as
I
shit.
personally
I'm not
think
No.
so sure.
Okay,
I-
talking about Levine. Sorry for cutting you off. Can we talk about what LeVar Ball said?
I'll
That's
bring up the
LeVar
quote.
Ball.
So
He said
He
Any
said-
relation to LeVar Ball?
he said
Yeah, he's on
he doesn't
his
want to
son.
be. What did he say?
second fiddle.
Yeah, doesn't wanna be
He's
second
gone.
fiddle,
He
so
doesn't
should
want.
go to the Lakers. would
He
be
quote.
more
He's
valuable
gone.
to
He
the
doesn't.
Lakers.
He quote. He's gone. He don't want to play second fiddle.
And
So where should he go?
And then he's wanting to go to the Lakers.
To the Lakers, that's not
Four
true.
fiddles. And then they got to rely on Ayo.
So, I think that he could get. I think he wants out of.
Look,
He thinks he's the most talented guy in the free agency class.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Get that
That's the only top
100%,
free agent
yeah.
I'd sign. No
Brunson?
one else. No.
You don't want Brunson?
No.
He's a waste of.
I would
Why
love
Brunson.
Why are we
Brunson.
putting money into our point guard position like that? We already have money in our point guard position. Draft someone. Or play McBride. Like, we're not supposed to be good. Like,
I forgot about McBride.
McBride
He
would play.
I'm being dead serious.
Start him.
He could be really good.
Start him.
look, I'm
What's
telling
the
you.
worst
He
that
could be
could
really good
happen?
as a starting
Look, I'm
point
telling you
guard.
this right now.
Have you met your coach?
If,
No, actually,
if,
no.
Re-
What's up with you?
if Reddish is not playing
Oh, Reddish?
on day one, and if
Trade him?
if
He might
he's
get
on the
traded.
team, I want him off the team
We
if
have
he's
so
not
many
playing.
people.
Who did we trade him
It
for?
really
A
pisses
pick?
me off.
1
Knox
second?
and a
Kevin
first.
Knox.
Not our
First.
first, though. It wasn't our
It
first.
was the Charlotte first. It was the
That
Charlotte
was not the
first.
worst
Which ends up
trade.
bad.
No, it
No.
wasn't.
No.
Because we could
Just-
flip him for a
It
good
wasn't
thing.
a bad
It's gonna end up being
A neutral, nothing.
Mark Williams and Kevin
It's gonna be
Knox.
W and W L or N, and then means nothing. That's what
Neutral.
Jordan would say.
Neutral.
Yeah,
Would you start Reddish
I'm upset about the
at the
Reddish situation.
3?
Yeah.
I would
I
start
saw
Reddish
Reddish
at the
at the
I don't
three.
know.
So what's your ideal
Absolutely.
going into the beginning of the first
I
game?
haven't looked at the depth
Starting
chart,
lineup.
so-
You go first, Harris. Starting lineup, including trades. Starting lineup, 5 and the 6
Ooh,
man. Go.
ideal.
Him.
I gotta-
Excuse me. Excuse me.
You know what I'm gonna say.
Excuse me.
My ideal.
Yes.
Okay.
But like, sure, ideal.
Well,
He's
you
gonna say
see,
the same thing as me.
I would like to trade up for Ivy, so and have him.
One or two.
Yeah, that's an issue.
It
No.
would be one. Have to be
Well,
one.
no. Yeah, I would
So just
play him at the one.
What's the-
So Ivy at the one.
quickly.
Yeah, I would say quickly at the 2, Barrett 3, and then Julius is gone then with the 4. So Obi and Mitch.
Mitch. Okay, go ahead.
You know what? Okay. The number one hope for me this offseason, I'd say even higher hopes than that's crazy.
I'm stretching.
You've been
Higher
stretching the
hopes
whole.
than getting Benedict Mothrin is trading for Donovan Mitchell. Which that's a whole topic in itself. We could talk about all the rumors and whatever. But my ideal starting lineup next year is IQ at the 1, Donovan at the 2, RJ at the 3, Obi at the 4, and I don't know, maybe Mitch, maybe resign
Same Mitch.
Mitch.
Same Mitch.
Same
Mitch.
Okay. You want to go? You want me to go?
Oh god, this is really ideal. I mean, this would just be. Oh my god, this guy is killing it right now. I mean,
Keep going.
There
it's
you
just
go.
been wild. Luca at the 1. That would just be awesome.
Which one, Vildoza or Doncic?
Oh, that's funny because Vildoza's playing, and he probably has a really high efficiency rating because I think he gets.
He's not playing anymore. He's kicked out of the
No.
kicked out of the
And
final.
another. Okay, let's go
playoffs.
for real.
Eliminated.
I guess at the point guard, I'd really. This is ideal. Miles McBride.
Okay, but
I'm
Bride one.
realistic.
This is realistic, but you also were saying multiple times we're not supposed to be good. Do you? Is this a lineup that we're developing players,
this
or
is
you
what
want
I
us to
would-
be
This
good?
is what I think is gonna happen.
Go.
McBride, RJ, probably Burks or Fournier. This is Julius, and probably Mitch. Probably roll out the same thing. I don't see what's changing.
Yeah.
And maybe Victor Wembanyama's rights. I mean, it's like that would be nice, but I mean, I don't know. My personal change is that nothing's going to change. We have no cap space.
No. Well, also knowing the Knicks, we don't do anything. Really.
If we draft on one, they're not
All right.
playing.
Yeah.
I'll give you mine. The 1, John Wall. At the 2, quickly. Barrett, Toppin, Sims.
What's your John Wall trade?
Fournier? Like, he's not coming off the bench. We're paying the guy too much.
But I don't
That
want
is
him
true,
in that.
but you know, I don't
We
like.
all just don't like him.
I don't like him.
He's good.
He played really well.
He played very well.
He broke the 3-point record.
Yeah, we have not talked about it enough. Not talked
Because he
about.
played like every game. He played 78 games. Yeah. And look, it's just nothing. I don't know.
He had a couple of knee
I would
injuries.
be shocked if Julius got traded.
Our total reaction to everything would change if we lived up to our expectations.
We'll talk about expectations after this.
Hey, you know what I say? I trade for Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid. Run Nikola Jokic at the 1. All right, thanks.
All right. So expectations. What are we expecting here?
You mean like how we're going to play this season?
Play or
like,
result?
I expect us, I expect us to be, I'd say, 4 or 5 seed this season.
4 or 5 seed.
4 or 5.
Okay.
If not, Knicks fans will be mad if we don't even make the playoffs.
I think if we don't make the playoffs, Tips is a goner.
Yeah,
I think Leon should fear for his spot as the GM.
Leon's not getting. Do you know how GMs work?
He's done a great job.
First of all, he's done a phenomenal drafting job. Second of all, that's not how GMs work. You don't turn over in 2 years of a GM. Well, what?
Hasn't he been GM for 4 years?
No, you count by drafts. Actually, I don't even know.
3.
The drafts don't really matter.
But his drafting abilities, his grades are phenomenal. Everything has been. He's just been unlucky.
I'm not really,
the Julius thing is the only thing that I guess you could say is spot, but you had to do it.
You didn't have to do that. I wouldn't.
Are you?
Yes, you
If we keep.
I said it before.
He would not have done that.
I said it before.
Clear. So you're saying 5 seed, and who's the star player? Barrett.
Yes, RJ.
All-star?
RJ has to be an all-star.
Yeah, RJ.
Okay. What's your result?
We expected him to be an all-star this year. He played very well. Don't get me wrong, but he has to be one.
So if
RJ technically
he has to work. He was the least efficient shooter from
the paint.
From the left arc, if that makes sense.
Well, he averaged 20 points. I don't think you could complain on that.
You can easily.
He needs to work on that.
James Harden could average 25 points.
James Harden. How many years has James been in the league?
As many years as your mom.
Sorry.
So you're saying what seed? 5? 4? 3?
Realistically, I think we'll be like this 8th or 7th
seed. Man, I don't know. 13.
13.
I don't think we're gonna be good.
Yeah, 13 with the roster that you put together with Miles McBride and Evan Fournier.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be good, guys.
Yeah, I'm going 9 with a play-in victory going into the first round, losing the first round.
Yeah, I think we can make the play-in because if we played how we played in the second half,
we played phenomenal.
Yeah, we played play-in basketball in the second half.
We just missed the cutoff.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're gonna be.
And I think the star player. This is going to be very, very not beautiful.
Cam fam?
No, Randall. We'll end up keeping him, and he'll just.
I'm telling
play
you, it all matters if RJ becomes an all-star.
You don't think you think we'll get? There's no way we'll get rid of Randall, realistically.
Yeah, but the plays need to be designed where it's not in his hands for 18 out of the 24 seconds per possession.
We need more ball movement.
Of course,
we need more ball movement.
Of course,
that's how we win.
That's why we lost. That's why he was the least efficient shooter because he was forced to take these terrible shots with. Like,
he wasn't forced; it was him. It was just.
Why can't we
forced upon himself?
Why can't we get an offensive coach? Like not fire Thibodeau, but
Terry
get
Stotts.
an assistant.
Terry Stotts, baby, stop me up.
Like, get me an assistant, man. Like, get me Michael
We're in the market for a new assistant after we just lost. What's his name?
I think those things were probably figured out by now.
They pushed up.
Kenny Payne.
No, they pushed up.
No, I think those things.
They pushed up.
I know. I think those things have been figured out by now. They just don't.
But they did.
I know. No,
the guy who lifts the shovel.
They reported the Disei and
Disei Yoshimoto.
They
love him. Great guy.
I know who you mean. The small guy.
What's the other guy's name?
I know who you mean.
Like we saw him on the street.
The shovel.
Yes.
Wait,
we saw him in the street.
That's who you.
This guy is the shovel. This guy is the one that's the shovel.
I forget who you mean, but whatever. Johnny Bryant.
Yeah. I requested follow him on Instagram.
It's a little weird. So we're gonna see how the Knicks' actual season goes. We'll probably. I don't think there's gonna be any draft trades pick-wise. Maybe we'll get rid of some players because that always happens.
Oh, wait. Do we have brothers? Andy and Larry Greer? No way. But you guys
Larry
know this?
Greer? I know Andy Greer.
Oh my god, no way.
I don't understand the hype about this at
Oh,
all.
advanced scout.
About
He's
brothers.
a scout.
Are they brothers?
Yeah.
Oh my
We don't know what
god.
they're talking about.
Yeah, this is Larry.
That's gotta be his brother. That's gotta be his brother.
Wait, was he the coach of the ASU?
Absolutely no idea. See, this is why it's their show, not ours.
We don't do this whole coaching stuff.
Wow.
We're just for the players type of guys.
All right, so
I don't know. Give me Donovan Mitchell and Benedict Mathurin, and we're the 1 seed.
Do you guys want to wrap it up?
Yeah, you guys can.
What?
Yeah, say what you want.
As they say in what?
Yeah, make
Bangladesh.
Sure, yeah.
That's up to you. You go.
What do they say in Bangladesh? Let's get Bangladeshan.
What do they
You
say?
know, what do they say? I think you know what they say with a nice little freestyle.
Put him on spot. Put him on spot.
Yeah, we're the Knicks.
We are the New York Knicks.
Go New York.
Go New York.
I don't know if you guys know, but Brad Laker wrote that song.
Okay.
All
Alright! Thank
Thanks
you.
for watching.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for
Follow
having us.
me or add me on Snapchat, Harris.